pulled in. He was parked there. We didn't realize it until we came across. There was cars behind us beeping at us, and my boyfriend almost had to hit the curb to pass his truck because his truck was in the way. My boyfriend simply said he wasn't aggressive. He didn't say anything wrong. He just said, "Sir, you're in the way." That's all he said, and we drove into this parking spot. As I'm getting out of the car, I see the guy in the plaid, blue and white, approach us. And I said, "Sir, this is a warning. Do not approach us. I have really bad anxiety. I don't want problems." He continued to approach us, yelling and screaming, and there was spit on my face, which I went inside. There was 2 managers sitting there, and they saw everything, and they're like, "Do you know him?" And I was like, "No, I don't." And I was like, "He was trying to tell us and explain to us that he's got permission from you guys to park this way." And they're like, "Absolutely not. No, he doesn't." So that's what happened. And he was yelling and screaming and spitting in my face. And I just walked in there and I told the managers what happened. I was like, I told him, a warning, my boyfriend has a gun. I told him, not saying that he was going to do anything, but I felt like he was being aggressive. And I told him to not approach us. And he continued to approach us and continued to yell and still come towards us and be in our face like he was the aggressor. So that's what happened.
Okay. And that's all I was trying to find out. I mean, I'm not here to question you to death. I mean, just tell me what happened. I'm going to go talk to them, same thing.
Yeah.
And then we're going to try to square this away. All right.
I don't know what to square away.
Oh, just making sure y'all.
No hands were put on, but he just there was spit on my face.
Like she said, no hands were thrown, no hands put on nobody.
Yeah, I ain't
just
said any
speech.
crime happened. Yeah,
means freedom, so.
Yeah, ain't no crime happened. I mean,
Exactly.
I'm not accusing you of nothing. But I'm gonna go talk to them the same way I just talked to y'all. Y'all hold tight for a second.
What? So we're being detained?
Why? Until I talk to them, yeah.
So for what crime though?
Man, I'll start.
Well, come on, man. You can't tell me I'm detained and not tell me what for, man.
There isn't a crime that happened.
Okay, what if you just pulled the gun on?
I? There's cameras though.
I can't do that until I talk to him
Okay,
first.
but you ain't got to detain me to do your investigation, bro.
You
It ain't got to detain me to do your investigation.
Right now, there's an investigation. Okay.
For what?
Because we got a call about a argument, a disturbance. Okay.
A disturbance
So
of
just
what?
give us just a minute.
Can I tell you what
No,
happened?
stop that.
Just give us just a minute.
So
Let's figure it
I'm
out.
being detained for what though?
It's an investigation.
But we
On
didn't
what?
do anything
What crime?
wrong.
Because we got a call about a disturbance.
Yes, sir,
and threats
he
were
was.
being made. Okay,
Threats?
well, tell us your part.
We just
what I'm
did.
trying to figure. I haven't heard anything.
Okay,
He didn't.
stop.
I haven't heard anything.
I drove around trying to find a parking spot.
Uh-huh.
I didn't want to park in one of these, but there's no other parking spots besides these at the time. So I pull around, and he's parked right there in that spot.
Uh-huh.
So I have to hop the curb almost to get past him.
Okay.
And I say, it's not a parking spot.
That's all he said.
That's
He
all I
didn't
said.
say it.
And I pulled in my spot. And he walks over here.
I gave him a warning. I said, "Sir, do not approach." I have really bad anxiety. I'm not trying to have a panic attack, and this stuff like this, I don't want compensation. Simple
So,
as that. And he
I don't
continued to come
understand
to my face,
what-
yelling and
why
screaming,
I'm
and
being
there was spit
detained
on
right
my
now.
face. 2 managers
For-
are sitting right there waiting for me to come in for an interview, and they were like, "Do you know this guy?" Because they thought we knew each other and we were just arguing. I was like, "No, I don't." And I was like, "He told me that he's got manager permission from you guys to park here," and they're like, "Absolutely not. We haven't even spoke to them. He's just working on the door. That's it."
Okay. And I'm
But
not
he
trying
was
to.
warned. I told him several times. I repeated myself to not approach us, and he continued to. And was yelling and screaming and spitting in my face.
Okay.
So we didn't make any threats.
No gun was drawn.
He may have felt threatened because my boyfriend has a gun.
I got you.
But that's also...
he was
illegal.
the
It's the
one
Second
that was
Amendment,
the
so-
aggressor in the first place.
If I had it concealed, I'd need a permit, but...
I know.
But he was the
I
one that
know,
was
I
the
got you.
aggressor in the first place.
And I hadn't said anything about your
And
gun.
the only thing about
As long as
the
you don't
cops
try
that
to
were
touch it, we
mentioned,
good.
I told him I was going
I'll
to
put
call
my
the
hand up
cops.
here
No,
for
you're
you.
good. You're good.
I told him that I was going to call
I
the cops
understand that, though.
if he didn't back away because
Uh-huh.
he kept coming towards us after I told him several times not to, and we kept having to both back away.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, we
So
get a call.
he's in the wrong. He's the
I got
problem
you.
here.
I got you. Okay. I mean, and we got to talk to both parties. You know what I mean? Just give us a minute. Let us do what we got to do because we get a call. There's a disturbance and threats were made. We've got to investigate.
He's a liar.
That's why we're
Is
trying
that
to figure
not
it out.
calling in false information?
I mean,
Can
and,
he not get in trouble for
well,
that?
at this point, it's just hearsay, so...
So give us
It's
just a minute.
our
He-
word against theirs.
Is that
It's-
not misuse of 911? I don't understand. There was no threats. There's cameras.
See,
Y'all can
here's the
investigate
thing on
this.
that, okay? When that happens, right?
I don't know who that was. My boyfriend is not in the wrong at all. He just simply said this is not a parking lot. Like, this is not a parking zone.
Right.
because there were
Where-
cars beeping, trying to rush him out of the way, but it wasn't our fault because they couldn't see around the corner
Right.
from his truck sitting right there. And he was standing on the wall, texting on his phone like nothing. He could have easily 2 seconds heard that and moved into a parking spot. But no, he didn't. He chose to be aggressive and come towards me, and I felt threatened. I did. We never made threats to him or anything. I felt threatened that he was the aggressor.
Yeah, that's what they were saying too. Like he never pulled a gun on him. He walked over here, like they pulled through.
Yeah, he was
Manager
walking
said
over
y'all
here like
pulled-
both, like he was about
Yeah,
to hit
I had to
us.
drive around to find a parking spot because
Yeah, we pulled
none of the
in this
mobile
way. We
orders,
just moved town a few weeks
all the
ago.
mobile orders were open, but the other non-mobile orders weren't. So I drove around trying not to take these, and I had to drive back through that little cut through, so I didn't drive out on the street.
Yeah.
So-
As far as that, I mean, yeah, he walked over here, asked everything I said
Yeah,
and
we had to
whatnot.
kept like walking, like he was trying to hold me, like holding me back because the guy was yelling, screaming, and spit in my face. Like there was spit on my face that I walked in and had to wipe off. That is nasty.
Yeah. As far as that, I think he called his people. He's about to go home for the day. Are you still doing your interview?
No, they told me to come back tomorrow.
Okay.
Just for future reference, I don't know if this side is. That's Wendy's too.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you.
Oh,
we
I
didn't
did
know
not know
We're
that.
new to town.
That-
We don't
that's
know
Wendy's
this area
park.
that
Okay.
well, so we've been using
that's
our
why.
maps and
That's
stuff.
why I said for future reference.
And right here, you'll get blocked in through the drive-through line if he
Yeah.
gets backed up too.
Yeah, I figured
was
that.
on
Well,
the
I knew
side.
it probably wouldn't have taken that long, which it didn't because of this incident.
Right.
Yeah, we ain't been down here that long, so I
Where y'all
didn't.
from?
Kannapolis,
Oh, okay.
Charlotte area. But I thought that parking lot was for that business there, so I didn't want to.
It's actually both.
Okay,
You can park anywhere right here.
okay, that's good to know.
Just for future reference.
Yes, sir.
So, where y'all staying at?
Down past Hamlet, 381.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool deal. That's where I grew up.
I'm from Miami.
Hey,
Long
that's a
way.
big difference.
Yeah.
That's a big difference.
All right, well, thank you.
Yes, ma'am. I hope y'all enjoy it.
You too. Hey, babe.